everybody. I am here today talking to you about the containers for my program 21 Day Fix. I know after you've been on the program for a while, you start to wonder, what else can I do with this to make it fun and interesting? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you through all the containers and talk about how you can zest it up a little bit. So our first container is our green container that we're gonna talk about. This is for your veggies. This is the one that you get to have the most of in a day. So what I'm gonna show you guys is how to have a little fun with your broccoli. This is just steamed broccoli, basic. You wanna fill the container up so that you can still get the lid on, so you don't wanna overstuff these. And now, to zest it up, I'm going to use a little bit of lemon zest. I just grated the peel with a little grater. So I'm gonna sprinkle that along the top. And then, I'm gonna just drizzle with a little bit of balsamic vinegar. I like balsamic. And there it is, you guys. It's just a fun new twist on your broccoli. The next one we're gonna talk about, we're actually gonna talk about two containers here, which is our purple and our blue. So our purple is our fruit, and our blue is our healthy fats. So for this one, I've sliced up a green apple. So I'm gonna put the slices in my container. Again, remember, you can fill it as long as you can get the lid on. And then I have 8 walnuts here. I'm just gonna cut these a little bit. And we're gonna sprinkle all of the choppings on top of the purple. So remember, 8 whole walnuts counts as your blue. So that's why I have the blue container out. And there it is. So cinnamon, again, it's one of our free spices, which means we can have as much of it as we like. You just sprinkle it in there, tap it down a little bit. A simple new way to enjoy your fruit and your healthy fats. Kind of tastes like apple pie. All right, let's move on. Next container. All right, so our next one is our yellow container. So we're gonna spice up some brown rice here. We're gonna do like a southwestern version. So I'm just gonna spoon my brown rice into the yellow container. And then I chopped up a little cilantro, put that on top. That's one of our freebies, so if you like cilantro, go to town on it. And then I'm gonna actually just sprinkle a little ancho chili spice over the top. You can even do cumin to this if you'd like. So that's it, we just put the cilantro and ancho chili powder on there. We're gonna close it up. Make sure that lid's on there tight. Shake it up a little bit. Mix those flavors up. And there you go, it's a fun way to add a little Southwest flair to your brown rice. Let's move on to the next one. Our next container is our red container. It's our protein. So here's what I've done. You guys all know I'm always on the go. I'm running out the door. I try to prep my food ahead of time, but there's not always times I can cook. So this is just already cooked chicken that I got at the grocery store. There's no flavoring on this yet, which is what I like because sometimes you don't know what they put in there. So I've just pulled some of it out. I'm gonna dice it up and put it in my red container so I have the proper measurements. And then what I have right here is the Southwest seasoning from the 21 Day Fix guidebook. I like to prep it ahead of time so I have a container of it and just keep it on hand so that whenever I want to, I can just do this, dice it all up, sprinkle it on top, and there you go. You can just take your chicken with you and now you have a little more fun seasoning to it. So you can use the Southwest seasoning, you can use any of the other seasonings that we have in the guidebook, but like I said, it's kind of fun to prep them early, keep them in a jar, and then whenever you need to throw a seasoning on something, that's how you do it. Next up is our blue container. So we're gonna do a little bit of mashed avocado here. So I have 1 whole avocado. Really what I'm making is a healthy version of guacamole, you guys. Not that guacamole is unhealthy, I'm just making my own guacamole. So I'm gonna mash this up. And then to this, I'm gonna add lime. It's a free food, so squeeze away. Yum. Some chopped up jalapeno. Remind me not to touch my eyes after this. Some little cilantro. And our diced tomatoes. Now, tomatoes, if you were having a whole one, I know we start getting into, okay, well, what does that count as? But we're not having a whole one. It's just a little bit of flavor here for this guacamole. So we're gonna count it as a free food in this particular recipe, just because it's a little bit. So we're gonna spoon this into our blue so we have it measured out properly. Who doesn't love guacamole, right? There it is. Let's have a little taste. You always gotta taste it, right? I actually want to add a little more seasoning to it. I'm gonna grab cumin. Hold on one second. We're just gonna throw a little cumin on top of that. For mine, a little in here. Again, free seasoning. Throw in as much as you like. Mix it back up. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Next container, we got one more to go. All right, our last container is our orange container. So we use this one for seeds or dressings. So for today, I'm gonna show you the balsamic vinaigrette dressing from 21 Day Fix. All the ingredients are in here. I'm gonna mix this up. And then every once in a while, like I said, I like to change it up. So I've just sliced up some basil. I'm gonna put it in here. Basil and balsamic and olive oil go great together. And you can mix that in and it's just gonna change your flavor up a little bit. And then whenever you want it for your salad dressing, into the orange container it goes so that you make sure you don't overdo it. That's gonna be delicious on a salad. There it is. So good. All right, there it is, you guys. That is a fun way to spice up the 21 Day Fix containers. I've seen it a lot on my Instagram and Facebook. Everybody's getting a little bit bored. They're just running out of ideas. So don't be afraid to combine containers. You could take the broccoli, you could take the chicken, the rice, put them all in a bowl, and you could even pour that salad dressing across the top, and you would have yourself a very yummy meal. Play with it, have fun with it. It's meant to be enjoyed. If you have any recipes you like, leave them in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.